Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet this adorable honeybee mug rug. It's a coaster. This idea came from these honey stirs. I'll show you where you can get these. I've had them laying around my craft room and finally had a purpose for them, and I think this is just a really unique way to make another coaster. I've been really into snacking on local honey lately. I think it helps with allergies, and you know, since spring is around the corner, it's just a fun snack. So I have this jar in my kitchen that I've kind of been picking at, and it just gave me an idea to just try something new with these honey stirs and incorporate them into a really fun coaster and tutorial. This is very flexible, so obviously adding rows or taking away rows can make it bigger or smaller depending on your cup or your mug that you're using. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into what you're going to need for this project. So like I said, you're going to need some honey dippers for the decoration piece on the coaster. These are the Spring Shop line, and they're $3 a pack. I actually got these at Hobby Lobby. So yeah, it said $3.99. I think they were on sale actually when I got them, but it comes with 6 of them, so you know, you can make quite a few of these, and you even have a couple on hand to use for other things. And with this, obviously I did not use real honey to decorate the dipper. This is actually hot glue, so you'll need a hot glue gun or some kind of glue that you want to use. And then as far as the yarn, I'm just using a basic, this one's actually from the dollar store, a cotton kind of washed out blue yarn. And the crochet hook I'm using is a size 3.5 millimeter. It matches the yarn. You'll need a pair of scissors and some bee buttons. These are little shanks. I think I got these from Joann Fabrics, but really any bee button, or you don't even have to have a bee if you don't want to, but I think it just adds to the overall look. So let's get started. So to begin this pattern, we're going to take our yarn and form a slip knot. So I'm crossing the yarn over my fingers, and I just do this in and out to get the knot onto my hook. We're going to work up a series of chains that is the length that we want for the width of the coaster. So however, whatever size your mug or glass is, I'm going to use this one that I made in the past and just hold it up to see how many stitches I want to do. I think this was anywhere between 18 and 20. It's up to you and the type of yarn that you use. And we're going to be working 1/2 double crochet in each stitch across for one row. I'm at the end of my first row here. I'm going to place my last 1/2 double crochet. And to start the second round, I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. And in the back loop only for this round, I'm going to put 1/2 double crochet again in each stitch across, but in the back loop only. So we're going to be grabbing that back one, and the same thing we did before, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. So I'm going to work that across again, these 18 or 20 stitches, however many you have. Just work 1/2 double crochet across in the back loops only. So we're actually going to be repeating that for as many rows as we want until we work up the length of our coaster. And here I'm just stretching it out to see how big it is. And from here I probably worked about 6 to 8 rows. And I'm just going to finish off by cutting the yarn, and I'm going to pull the tail end through the loop to secure a knot. And that tail end, along with the one that we had originally down here, we're actually going to keep those there because we're going to be making these tassels. And I'm going to work those right into the tassels. So let's go ahead and do the tassels. So I'm going to take my yarn here, and I'm just going to wrap it around my hand. I'm going to put it in my hand, securing it with my thumb, and just start wrapping. So my fingers are gently spread apart while I do this. I want to get a good length. Obviously we're going to be trimming this shorter, so a little longer than what you think is better. When I'm done with that, I'm going to cut the yarn loose, do about 20 rows or so, or 20 wraps, and then we're going to cut that so that we have a bunch of probably 6-inch strands. And I'm going to take 2 at a time to make these tassels. So I'm going to take my crochet hook and find the stitch that I want to make a tassel in. And these aren't super defined, so it's really up to you how spacious you want to make this. So I'm just going to go in and grab my yarn and pull it through just halfway. I don't want to pull it through all the way because we're going to take those loops. I kind of put my fingers in there just so that I can pull and get a good grip on those tail ends. I'm going to pull that right through the loop. It's hard to explain. It looks a little better when you watch it being done. But that's how you make a tassel for these coasters. So again, we're just going to take 2 pieces at a time, and you're going to find a stitch that you want to make a tassel out of. Insert a hook and pull this up through about halfway. So I'll show you again. And I just put my fingers through there so I can find the yarn on the other side and just pull it through. And I'm going to do this to both sides of the piece for however many tassels I want to create. I don't like it too full, but definitely enough to where each row at least has a tassel coming out of it. So now we're going to trim these a little shorter just so they're more consistent. So I like to fold my coaster in half and make sure that they're brushed and straight because I'm going to be giving this a little haircut. So I'm just brushing through with my fingers, and I'm going to hold it in place while I grab my scissors and just trim that across. These can be as long or as short as you want. You don't even have to do the tassels if you don't want to. I just think it adds to the rug look. So that's totally up to you, but here I like to do like a 2-inch or so tassel length. And obviously that's on both sides. So take your time with this, and it's these kind of coasters and projects where consistency and quality matters. Now we're going to jump over to adding the accessory of this piece, the fun part. So I'm going to grab a honey dipper and a bee button. And because these bees are shanks, I actually found that it fits perfectly in the little grooves of the honey stir. It kind of like fit right in there like a puzzle piece. So I kind of decided to do that, and then I glued it in place. But you can put the bee on the coaster, you can put it, you know, somewhere else, like on the handle of the honey stir. You can put it wherever you want. I'm just putting it on the end itself. And now's the fun part. We're just gonna do zigzags up and down with a hot glue gun and make it look like there's honey all over this. I'm gonna do the top, and it's okay if this looks messy. The messier the better. And I just really like how it gives off that honey effect. And because we just glued it, we're able to stick that right onto the coaster piece. Some of you might cringe that you're putting hot glue on yarn, but that's kind of the point of this project. I think it's fun. And I'm just gonna put some more glue down here at the handle so that can rest in place, and then obviously up here that is nice and stuck on there as well. And you can put this anywhere on the coaster you want. You can put it along the side by the tassels, or you can lay it across, just enough so that there's room for the mug to sit on. And that is it for this tutorial. I hope it was fun and easy to watch. I hope you guys really like this idea. It was fun to create and come up with. Feel free to send me your designs if you end up making something like this. I like seeing your designs and your pictures that you guys take. So definitely send those to me at the North Stitch over on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you support it. I also have my website up and live with a few products on there. It is www.thenorthstitch.com, so check that out. Thanks once again for watching this. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.